Hello, hi. Oh, yep, we have audio. Hi, everybody. Noah Game here, and welcome to my channel and my live kitchen show. Yay! Hi, how's everybody's week been going? Okay, so today we are taking on a really big recipe. The recipe doesn't sound super hard. There's just a lot of parts to it. However, I've been inspired by this video for years and wanting and been thinking about it, and finally I just said, let's do it. So we are inspired by the one and only, the heiress of the YouTube royalty, the Jenna Marbles. So I remember watching this video of Jenny Marbles making the New York garbage plate. Okay, however, caveat today, so we are not making an authentic New York garbage plate because we are not in New York. Never been to New York. I have been to New York. Take that back. That's a lie. However, I'm currently in the Midwest, and so we're gonna make this a little bit Midwestern-y, and that's okay. So yeah, Jenna Marbles made hers vegan and gluten-free, so she, we can like take some liberties and change a few things to our likings, whatever and whatnot. And so we are trying our best. Also, there is a link in the description. So we are using a little bit of the recipe that Jenna Marbles used a little bit. We're also using a little bit of the recipe from Binging with Babish. So we are taking recipes from we are combining recipes from two different videos. The videos are linked down in the description, and the recipes that Jenna used, or Jenna based her video off of, are down in the recipe. So I want to actually thank them by name. I forget what they are. I want to thank food.com, and also you gotta scroll all the way up. Also foodiecrush.com. So thank you food.com, and thank you foodiecrush.com for these recipes that we are basing our video off of today. Those links are down in the description, and not sponsored, not affiliated, but thank you. So let's get started. I don't know how long this is going to take because there's so many parts to it, but we'll try our best. So we have, let's actually, okay, so first thing, this thing, I just don't like frying meat on camera. I don't know why. But we have our brown hamburger with garlic and onions already fried up. And we have our water boiling to get ready for the macaroni salad. Okay, another caveat. I am going to have all of the recipes because I just don't want all this extra food. Just because we're gonna try to minimize leftovers. So I'm going to do about half of this box of elbow macaroni. It's actually a little bit more than half, but that's okay. It'll be a little bit noodly. That's okay. That's okay. So we gotta. Oh, nope. 9 minutes. Let's grab a spoon here. Okay, quick rundown on what we are doing. So the first thing we're doing here is we are going to make a macaroni salad, a mac salad. Also, things about me, I don't like mac salad, so I don't eat it that often, so I don't know what I'm trying to make. But I have Jeff here to help with tasting. So I'm probably gonna yell for him a few times throughout this video, and he'll be annoyed, but whatever, he'll get over it. Actually, while we're making this mac salad, we are also going to make what they call a hot sauce. Now the title is a bit misleading. It's not really a hot sauce, it's a meat sauce, and it's really closer to like a chili sauce. But we are going to do our best. Wait, I'm running in a place. Okay, so we can actually continue to work. Oh, turn this down. We can actually continue to work on our meat sauce here. Well, our noodles are boiling. Okay, so let's get this back up. Okay, and then we're also having our, we're just having everything. The rule of thumb today is everything, we're cutting everything in half. So I'm only going to use half of this little can of tomato paste. Don't throw it away. Don't throw the lid away. Yeah. We'll put that tomato paste in the fridge. Ooh, the next time I make spaghetti, which will probably be like tomorrow or Monday. Okay, so we will have that. So are we supposed to deglaze? No. We'll add brown meat. And the water and the tomato paste. Yes. Okay. So we did. So now we need half a cup of water. We have the flame going. Maybe we'll turn that heat up a little bit. Okay. How are we doing? Okay, so we have for this sauce, we have a long list of spices, some of which I don't have. Allspice. Oops. The camera, sorry. Clove. Cinnamon. Pepper. Salt. Is there no garlic in here? Do we need the parsley? Do we need the garlic? I don't know. We don't need the ginger, and we don't need mustard, and we don't need the sage. Okay, but we do need the brown sugar and a spoonful of sugar mixed the medicine go down. Okay, and then we also need the regular sugar. Regular sugars. Okay, so things are moving, things are going good. What am I forgetting? I have a list. I just have a list of ingredients, but I don't have oh, I know. Okay. So we need to make, actually, we can wait for this to be done. Okay, so let's move all this aside. Is here. That can actually go over here. Okay, we're actually done with our macaronis. So we're gonna grab our strainer here, and we're going to drain it into the sink. Into the sink it goes. Into the sink it goes. Okay, and now we need to rinse it with cold water. That's what we're doing here. So we want to cool down our noodles quickly. Cooling down on noodles quickly. This is also be starching them. I guess I didn't think about that. Okay, so now we have our noodles here. You can't see them, trust me, they're there. The noodles in the sink. Okay. They can stay in the sink for a little bit. Okay. So now let's move you, and now we need to make our sauce. Move down a little bit. So we need to make our sauce for the mashed salad. Okay. We have a bowl. So in order to make our sauce, I have a list here. So we need the pickle, mayonnaise, the Dijon, and some sugar. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. We're opening a bottle. Actually, let's open all the bottles because they are all new. We bought them last night. We went to the store to buy our ingredients at the store so we could make garbage. Actually, do you know what? I'm really tempted to YOLO it. Okay, let's not YOLO it. Okay. Okay, YOLO. So we need Dijon and a little bit of pickle juice. Okay. And then okay, let me recap because I've been not thinking for a moment. So in this bowl here, where my nose? Sorry guys. And okay, so in this bowl here, in this bowl here, I have mayo, pickle juice, Dijon. Actually, that's it. And so we need to add a teaspoon of sugar. A teaspoon of sugar makes the medicine go down. Wait, and then Babish, in his recipe, he adds a dollop of sour cream. He says it gives it a little bit of bite. I'm gonna believe him. Okay, a dollop of sour cream. We're going to mix that all up. Okay, we're mixing. Sauce. No, don't fall in the sauce. Stupid spoon. Okay. Okay, next we need to add our vegetables. Okay, caveat here. I'm skipping eggs because I don't like eggs. This is gonna be, my garbage plate. So we're not adding eggs. We're not adding eggs. Also, it's supposed to be red onion. I have white onions in my house. I don't have a red onion, so we are using white onion. So in goes the white onion. We need a bigger spoon. Toss that spoon. Okay, so we need, and then instead of using pickles, I'm using sweet relish. Just because I'm lazy. It's the same thing. Then we have our diced red peppers. And we also have our diced celery. I diced a little bit too much. I think we'll only put it in like half. We might put it in for half later, depending on how we feel. And then of course, in goes our macaroni. Macaronis. Now we're gonna give this a good stir. Stir, 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 stirs. Stirs. Macaroni falling everywhere. Okay, and now we're going to give it a little bit of salt, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of parsley, Jevons! Come try this. No, just the mac salad.
Oh,
Because it doesn't need to change anything. In case it needs to change, anything. Oh, I can't change that now.
Good flavor.
Oh. Yeah, the macaroni is like, if I were to make like a meat sauce, it would be like the perfect al dente dish. But I think for the salad, the bite is a little intense. Do you think we could use the rest of the celery?
Yeah.
Or should I dump it in there?
No, just hold it.
Okay, will you use it later?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, mac salad done.
Alright.
9 minutes. Yeah, I think for the salad it should have taken longer. If it was a pasta dish, it would have been fine. Okay, well guys, mac salad is done. It's gonna go in the fridge until we are ready for it. Okay, now we are on to finish our meat sauce. Okay, it's looking a little dry. I think we need to add a little bit more water to it. But let's get our spices going. Alright, so we need half tablespoon of brown sugar. That's a tablespoon, that's okay. Brown sugar is good. It'll just be like a sweeter sauce. But that's okay, I'm not mad about it. Oh. Half a teaspoon of that. Wait, pepper. Okay, we don't have cayenne. We do have chili powder. Half a teaspoon of chili powder. Okay, we don't have paprika. We don't have cumin. We have allspice. So we need a quarter teaspoon of allspice. We need an eighth of a teaspoon of cinnamon. Half a teaspoon of clove. Half a teaspoon of clove. A quarter teaspoon of clove. And half a teaspoon of salt. It's smelling very fragrant. More deglaze. A little bit of water. Okay. We're doing good so far. I need this to be a little bit wetter, more chili, or more like a sauce. I don't remember what Andrew said, what Babish said about the sauce. I didn't really pay attention. I was more paying attention to the mac salad. That's good. I think it needs a little bit more water. Jeffy's! Come taste this! Come taste that. Okay.
Really flavored.
Do you know how to make a burger?
What?
Do you know how to make burgers?
Burger.
How do I make a burger?
What do you mean? Maybe you take a little bit of hamburger, make it into a patty, and throw it in the frying pan.
Okay.
But unless you want to mix onions in with it, seasoning inside the hamburger.
No, because it's gonna go. The meat sauce is gonna go on top of the hamburger.
I would advise.
Right. Okay. Okay. So our meat sauce is done. We're gonna say done. Okay, next, we need to do our home fries. Okay, I went to Walmart, you guys. I couldn't find home fries. I found the next best thing. We have diced hash browns. Close enough. They'll just be like small home fries. So we are making these in here. And so we're going to shallow fry these in our skillet here. Okay, so let's get a little bit of vegetable. Vegetable oil. That's okay. I want them crispy. And I do want to get paper towel and plate. Letty. Okay, so then after we make these potatoes, actually, let's keep this one. Actually, that needs to be like this would be a little bit more. Okay. That. Oh, signposting. Okay, so we are making our our potatoes. So right now we're just heating up some oil to fry up some potatoes. Then after we're done with that, then we're going to quickly make some smash burgers. And then we are going to plate up our garbage plate, and then we're done. So we just have a couple more components to make. Let's do we're just waiting. Waiting for the wall. And Okay, our oil is hot. Okay, now I only need enough. Let's do a few more. Go. Few more potatoes. Actually, you know what? It was just open up that board. Yes. Okay, I think while that's heating up, I think we're going to prep our hamburgers by making not little, but making some meatballs. So I'm actually gonna grab some gloves here. So I've never actually made hamburgers from scratch before. So this is going to be entirely like off the cuff, impromptu. I don't know. Jeff quickly told me how to make them, as you heard like 5 minutes ago, and that is a level of research I have done to make hamburgers. Okay, so let's move some things to the side. Move here. Alright, so here's our little plates. Here's our hamburger. This is a half-pound hamburger. So I think I'm gonna do 1/8-pound burgers. So we have one burger here. They're not the same. Okay, so there's our 8-pound burgers right there. Actually, we can put them back in a bowl. That was a little less eventful than I thought it was going to be. That's okay. Put these back aside. What we could be doing. Why aren't we cooking them both at the same time? Why am I not thinking? I have multiple burners on the stove. Why am I not using them? Okay. Why are you not behaving? Okay. Okay, so we have our potatoes going. That's hot. And we have a pan where we can start frying up these burgers. And so now these aren't going to be regular. These aren't regular cheeseburgers. These are going to be smash burgers. I have a solid spatula to make this. There is an offset in here. Here is the spatula I am looking for. Wash the front and back of the door. I'm just gonna give it a quick wash. Quickly wash. Quickly wash. Quickly wash. Quickly wash. Quickly wash. Alright, I don't know how long this is going for, but okay, I'm gonna put just a little bit of oil. It's just kind of a lot, so that's okay. Down. Two at a time. We're not able to fit all 4 of them in that. Three. How are we doing? I don't know how we're doing, but that's okay. Crying. Wait, oh my god, sorry, I'm like in the zone. So we have our little hamburgers going. I didn't smash them as much as I would like to. They're more of like little sliders. That's okay, don't talk about it. I don't know, say it's a secret, can't talk about it. We have our potatoes in the oil here, frying. Not very quickly. Don't know why that's not happening. I don't know what's up with them. I don't know why they're not behaving. So we have oil spills everywhere. David! How do I know when the hamburgers are done? David! Oh. Wait, why aren't these? It is. Oh. Okay, I think the hamburgers are done. I am just going to top them with some cheese and for them and pop them in. So right now, we are just waiting for our potatoes to crisp. It's not okay. Why won't you behave? And we wait. Oh, waiting on. It's hitting the bottom. Okay, potatoes are starting to brown. Yeah, the cheese is melting on the hamburgers. Potatoes brown. Wait just a little bit longer on the potatoes. Oh, you can see. You can see that they are getting brown. They are getting brown. I'm gonna call it good on these potatoes. So I'm going to get the paper towel lined plate here. I do have get the spider. So we're gonna filter potatoes, and then the toss. Okay. Let's just there, and that's gonna go there. Move you down here onto a counter. Okay, that's now going in the sink. Okay, take the sink. Fuel. Alright, we have everything done. We're going to grab our plate. So now this is going to be a really good stir. Now the plate is going to go half macaroni salad. Half home fries, which I should have made a little bit more. Just kidding. I'll leave some for Jeff. And then we have our burgers. And then we're going to top it off with the meat stuff. There we go. And then we cover it in ketchup. And let's grab a fork. We're gonna give it a try. I have a lot of mixed feelings, but I have a lot of feelings. Jeffy's, it's done. It's a lot of flavors, but the flavors really, they don't like fight against each other. They go really, they homogenize really well. I have a lot of feelings about this dish. You want me to make it for you? Okay.
You get the right proportions.
So you do half a plate of macaroni salad. No, that's what you do. And then you do half a plate of potatoes. You get the rest of the potatoes. I like the potatoes. And then you top it with your cheeseburgers. And then you cover it all in the meat sauce. Meat sauce. And then you put ketchup on it. Here's the fork. But actually the firmer noodles goes really well with that meat sauce. So I actually kind of like that I undercooked the macaroni just a little bit. Because it gives it a little bit of a different texture, like it's not a mushy texture to fight against like the mushy meat sauce. And of course, who doesn't like a fried potato? You know, fried potatoes are always good. And then I would have liked the hamburgers to be a little bit more of a smash burger, as they're supposed to be, to give it a little bit more of those like crispy edges. But that's my fault. That's user error. But it's still good. Mm-hmm. I mean, it looks awful. I mean, it's supposed to look awful. It's called a garbage plate. But it's so good. I did not expect it to be this good. Like, I knew it was going to be, like, good. But I didn't think it would be this good. Oh my god. Wow. Well, you know what? You guys, my name's Noah Game. This has been the New York garbage plate. Well, kind of. My version of the New York garbage plate. But it was really good. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. See ya! Bye!